We are back at it again. Today is gonna be a little bit of a, I would say, adventure because I don't know how this one will turn out. Normally, I'll have a little bit of knowledge, but today I have no idea how this will work. But we're gonna go for it anyway because that's the spirit. Before that though, I'm gonna check out Reddit. My daily thing to do. Oh, why do you have two umbrellas? Colored match my umbrellas. That's some crazy way to build a keyboard, but that does match. What build is this? I really like this. I like this little badge right here. I know that this is the Osu keycap set because of the font. I think this keyboard build is gonna be around $300. First, hello Paul. Today we're gonna be building a keyboard that I have not checked in a while. The Ipsy? Okay, I can't just say that. Oh, what's going on? This one. From White Fox. We're gonna check out this keyboard today. But for now, let's do a little bit of Reddit. Okay, so this is a crazy little board right here, but it does look very cool. And I know that this is a cool kid keycap set because I own one. But that's a really neon green. Enough numbers on my key finally. 9. So where's the 0? So what do you actually use with this? And I wonder. My first mechanical keyboard and my first search for keycap. Is this how it started? Indeed it is. In 2 years, I think he's gonna spend $1,000 in his keyboards. Because for a starter, you're already using a Keytron, which is an expensive start, not gonna lie. So he's gonna be in it for deep. Another Agar keyboard. A lot of Agar keyboard. People love that keyboard. Peacock green with beige. This is a pretty nice little touch right here. A nice little green touch. A nice board. Ooh, wow! Wow! See-through case. That's a cool design. You can put a string over it and then like hang your keyboard up. I don't know, and I don't think anyone's gonna do that, but that's the theme. Neo 60, oh, that's the first keyboard, the Neo 65 CU. Paul, didn't you have this keyboard? Isn't this the keyboard that you ordered? Not this colorway, but like the Neo 60 CU. Or is it the Evo? Got a lucky 65 for 2026. Clean keyboard, clean, minimalistic keyboard. Oh, this is the Aula F80 Pro. This keyboard is still, I would say, is still pretty solid for 2026, but there are better options. There are also the V2 as well. You have the 75, yeah. Wow, look at this thing. I don't like keyboards that are like compacted to this. You wanted this the 65 CU. That's very sad. It's very annoying how you just buy a keyboard, but it's not the layout that you wanted. A Metal Geek Lego keyboard. It looks, I don't think I would go for this type of aesthetic, but that's them and that's them. Wow, AG60 Pro with metal touch keycaps. Are these real metals? I don't think they are because I've seen this before from Keythought. Or another brand I can't remember. But that's a really nice aluminum keyboard from Aula that I actually have not seen. Little slab of concrete. That's nice. This is a nice little color. Yesterday I was searching up concrete keyboard and oh boy do they look nice. And you have the Evo 75 too. Really, really decent. I might get the Core 60. I might get the Core Plus. People are saying that it sounds better than the CU. How come? The Core Plus. So it's a... Maybe it's the copper material. Wow, a lot of Alice keyboard. A lot of weird layout. What is this half? What is this thing? It's a full case, but then half of the key are gone. This is a unique way to go for a keyboard. There is an Ola M75 that is aluminum. Ola be making crazy things, bro. Wow. Nice touch. Okay, we're gonna go straight into the build now because I don't think there will be enough time if I don't stop. This is the keyboard. Now this keyboard is weird, but it's also very innovative, I must say. I think they're saying that the big chunk of copper dull is this. Oh, the copper sound dull. Are you gonna return it? You probably can't return it, or can you? This is the White Fox Eclipse, which you can have a low, it's not a low profile keyboard, but it's a low case or a high case. It can be removable, but I don't have the high case version with me. Okay, let me search it up so that you guys can like really imagine this stuff. White. Oh, okay, it smells nice. Smell new. Oh, it smells like plastic Crocs. That's what it smells like. Okay, so this is the high case. As you can see, it looks completely different to what I have right here, which is a low case, so you can see the switches, and they uses the Gateron Milky Yellows, which is a very good switch. No, because it's not from Amazon. With Amazon, you don't even have to ship the items or put them in a box. That's crazy, bro. So that's the high version. On the screen is the high version that you can, the screen can, I mean, there's not the screen. The case can be magnetically stick together. And I must say, this keycap set, the font of this keycap set does give off Osu keycap set. And this keyboard is very magnet in every way because the kickstand can be removable because it's also magnetic. And so is the mounting system. Let's see what else is inside the box. So inside we have this way of opening the keyboard, this thing, which does look a bit familiar. If this reminds me of the Wooling 68G. Maybe it uses the same mounting style, I'm not 100% sure. But we have extra switches, extra keycap that has Mac OS and some blue accent keycap, which we might put it on. You just take the unwrapped item to Whole Foods Market. They have an Amazon desk in the store. Wow, that's some crazy US stuff that I did not know. I like the looks of the board. Yeah, it's very clean, but I do not like this though, this blue thing. I wish that they don't use this. Instead, it could be plain, it would have been better. Okay, let's do a little stock sound test before we change and open the whole thing up. It uses Gateron Milky Yellow, so we are gonna expect some deepness to it, which some people say that Gateron Milky Yellows can be clacky, and I don't know how that could work. Mac keycaps, yeah, I know, Max keycap, which is great. I might, after finishing this build, I might take this keycap set and put it on another build because it looks nice. That's super thocky. Yeah. Okay, now I'm gonna let's take off the keycap first because we shall do that. And I believe because this is the Gateron Milky Yellows, which I also have a set that I personally bought, if it's not pre-lubed, it will be scratchy, so I think this keyboard might be pre-lubed. I don't see how they could be clacky. Same, because in somehow they make it work, because in some build that I've saw recently, people put like the Milky Yellows in the, maybe it's because of the aluminum case, aluminum plate, but I don't know how they can make it clacky. Which is like, impossible to do. And I'm not gonna lie, the keycap is, dye sub, so it's not double shot, and it is pretty thick. Let me find a higher profile. I think this is 1.5 millimeters. They are very dull when you press them with your fingers. I agree. This is what I don't like about the Gateron Milky Yellows the most, is that it doesn't sound like much. Like, it's just deep, but there's nothing special to it. This sound profile might be popular back then, but I don't think people are liking it now. And the plate, I believe, is steel. Ooh, this is not wired. What's it? PCB stabilizers, stock PCB stabilizers that are pre-lubed, because I don't think I've done much to this board. Now I think after using this keyboard of mine, which has the Echo Cilantro in it, I think I like tactiles more than linears. Because of the feel, it feels so good, especially if it's very sharp tactile switches. God damn, that feels nice. Ooh. Are you guys a tactile or a linear person? Because now I think I'm going to be a tactile person, because now I type on a linear, I just feel nothing, you know? This keycap set is very nice. It looks and feels like something that Apple would do. A very clean keycap set. Now I don't know what layout they're going for, because there are like a bunch of keys on the side that a 65% keyboard normally wouldn't have. So this would be a little bit longer, like one row longer than a normal 65% keyboard. Okay, so this is the switches that they have. The Gateron Milky Yellows. Really great switch option. Ooh, I PE foamed it. I'm tape moded it. No, I don't have enough switch for everything to be. I'm only gonna change the alpha switch, so I'm only gonna take that out. Linear, I need to try some tactile. You should, I think you should recommend, I recommend you to try the Cilantro. It's very tactile and it's clacky. But it's not like really high pitched clacks. You can still hear some deepness to it, which is very nice. But for spacebar, I've always preferred linears more, because spacebar already heavy and tactile forces you to have more force. So linears for spacebar and the alphas for the for tactile. Have you ever tried baby kangaroos? I have not. I don't think I own that much tactile switch, so I'm on a hunt to buy more. Okay, so despite it being a magnetic mount, there's still screws, like a lot of them, which it's not what I would go for, but that's okay. This is a crazy thing that they have a steel plate in FlexCut. That's some wild thing to do. What is the point? It's gonna be stiff anyway. And if like someone go for a harder plate, they would not want FlexCut because they want this stiffness. I like that they have like a white screw which they painted over because some of the paint are chipping away, but at least it looks cleaner. I have some Zkeeps HMX linears on order. Wow, what does it sound like? It's probably gonna be clacky. Okay, so why the two different screws? Sometimes keyboards brand just make decisions that I do not understand. Like, why do you give two screws option over here? See, the keyboard is already coming off, so I don't know if I need to. Okay, so maybe I don't need to do. Oh, I remember what that is now. The hex screw. If you guys can see on the middle of the screen, the hex screw is for the magnet in the PCB, on the PCB. This magnet there's also another magnet in the case. So it's like, and this O-ring here as well. I don't know yet, I think it's that clacky. Clacky is great. I want more clacky switches. There's also some O-ring over here as a gasket mount. It could be considered as a gasket mount. Oh, this foam smells really plasticky. So there's not going to be much more to do because I already did it. So there's only plate foam for the keyboard, and there's a steel plate with FlexCut. PCB is south facing with no FlexCut, I believe, and PCB stabilized supported magnet, which is a very nice feature, a great way to open a keyboard. Like, it's basically, it's similar to like it's like the pogo pins and the bulkhead structure combined. You just need to lift it up. You pretty much don't even need to do anything. And if you like, I wonder, I think I've tested this before, but if you move it upside down and like do this, it won't come out. You have to physically pull it up. So a great way to do this, to have a mounting system. Okay, so we're gonna keep all the foam in. I've already PE molded it and also tape molded it. This foam is very nice, a very nice material. I think this might be Poron. Magnetic case closure, that's interesting. Yeah, I know. I think this might be one of the first one to have this kind of technology. This is a very nice case. I mean, foam case. It feels like that leather, which I know it's not. Leather. Okay, I'm gonna put in the switch option that I have for today, which is oh my god. I don't know from what brand, and I will find that out right now. But it's from the MChoose G87. It's a cabbage switch, but not sure what brand. Yo, what keyboard did you get? I haven't decided yet. I'm probably not gonna buy it because I've been thinking of an option to buy the Neo 60 core in Vietnam and then ask someone to bring it over here because it's much cheaper. But then it's $210 in New Zealand dollars, which is not very ideal for what I really want. So maybe I have another plan for a potential dream keyboard of mine that I can't really expose yet. They did not say the name, but it's the Cabbage Tofu Switch V2. That's the switch I'm going to be using for today. I put it on a HMX latte box because I changed it up, so it's not the HMX. You should buy 10 of them in Vietnam. 10? Oh hell no. I can't even buy one. How can I buy 10? And you can't really resell it because the market in New Zealand are very small. So that's why there's like nothing here. This switch has a light diffuser. This is the switch, the Cabbage. 5-pin, have light diffuser, linear. This mounting style, which I don't really like, but that's okay. That's what it sounds like. Hold up. It sounded pretty deep, so maybe we'll have a deep, a little bit less muted version of the Milky Yellows. Oh, or just keep bugging Neo until they send you one. Yeah, I'm probably gonna do that. I'm probably gonna wait until they send me keyboards because that's a perk of being a YouTuber, I guess. Wow, that looks not nice. The sticky wheel gets greasy on the Neo 60 core. You like deep keyboards? Yeah, a lot of people love that, but I'm more of a clean, a clack girly now. But I wouldn't mind a deep switch. I mean, a deep keyboard. Which I think we'll definitely get for today. It's kind of sad how they included PCB stabilizers, but not PE or ICE PE foam. Maybe this board, I believe this board was like, it came out ages ago, so that's probably why I didn't have ICE PE foam or PE foam. Not gonna lie, the flex cut is certainly doing something, because when you press it down, you can definitely see the plate moving. But it's not gonna be too flexible because of the plate material. No, that means you keep bugging them. You're more likely to get what you want. What do you mean bugging them? That must be an American expression. What is bugging? That must be a slang that I do not know. I'll just keep sending them emails asking for a keyboard for a review. But I'm gonna have to ask things that not gonna be my personal build, because then maybe some people might be interested. But that's at the end of the day, Neo keyboards, everyone are interested in seeing what they came out with. Bothering them. Well, I'm gonna set death threats. If you don't send me a keyboard right now, I'm gonna do something. I don't think I have enough switches for the stabilizers. I think I only have enough for the alpha. Well, either way, I like my stabilizer to be a little bit deeper, so the Gateron Milky Yellows is a good choice. Okay, I'm gonna put the rest with the Gateron Milky Yellows. It's this switch, the Gateron Milky Yellows, is still certainly has a very big spot in my heart because it's the first switch that I ever bought. But it's not the best budget stocky Switch anymore. It's the Echo Rosewood. Like, the Echo Rosewood sounds better than a lot of more expensive Switches. I tried to compare the Rosewood and the Gateron Hippo today, and the Rosewood completely beat up the Hippo because it sounds so much cleaner. I just put Yunzi Coca Switches in my AL68. I mean 80. What am I reading? How was it? I don't know why, but my experience with the Yunzi Coco Cream V2 is not that great. Maybe they've changed up like the prelude, maybe they've changed up some materials, but as the last time I tried them, not a great Switch stop. I'm gonna put the Milky Yellows back in here. What about the Oil Kings? Oh my god, I don't think I want to talk about that Switch. I legit bought that Switch at that time. So much money for nothing. Sounds horrible. It sounds scratchy even when I loop them. Maybe that's what they're going for, but I do not like that. And the sound is like not actually deep. It sounds a little bit ticky. Maybe I have a bad batch, but it's just not what I really would want. Okay, let's put the keyboard back together. Back together. Hello, mate. There we go. I'm probably not gonna screw. You know what? I'm just gonna screw it back in. I don't think it's necessary if you ever buy this keyboard. You probably don't need the two screws here. And it's so short. I don't know how the hell it can go all the way down there. I had several jars of them, so I tried them out. That's how I feel about Durock. Completely waste of money. Yes, sometimes, because I feel like sound tests, when you use a nice mic, you can't really hear the rattles, the ticky noise, and the scratches, which makes the audience like feels like that's gonna be a good Switch, but then when they buy it, it's not. Oh, this is from KTT. I looked at the logo on their Switches. This is the KTT Cabbage Tofu V2. KTT Switches, amazing for the budget. Okay, let's put the keycap back on. Okay, I'm gonna take off my headset so that I can listen to the space bar and the sound test properly. The Durock black Switches I bought was scratchy like sandpaper. Did you loop them, or do they sound scratchy even with loop? That's a clean, great sounding spacebar. I don't like the layout of this keyboard because it has a long shift on the right. It is quite long. This would be a really chunky boy if there were a top case. Ooh. Hold up. That's clacky now. I don't know if you guys can hear the clackiness through this mic. It tends to just make everything fucky. Instead, I threw them away. You actually threw them away? Can't wait to see how this sound. I honestly don't know what sound profile this is. It's a weird combination. What the hell? What the hell? Where does the FN come from? This is a very weird layout. Why is the function key all the way over here? I'm gonna need a manual to see this layout. This is so Osu keycap style. I do have a little Osu accent key, and it looks just like this, except the arrows key, which are a lot thinner. I throw away a lot of switches and cheap keycaps. Damn, why don't you just resell them? Oh, goddamn. I have no idea what this is. I think if there were a top case, it would sound a lot better because the sound would be trapped inside and not exposing to every single direction. Then it would sound cleaner and poppier, I believe. How come I'm still hearing music? Oh, I know why. I probably should wear my headset. I told you, Amazon has made me lazy. God damn. That's crazy, bro. Oh. This is a very interesting sound profile that I'm not yet know if I like or not. Damn, bro, I re-looked into the top case and this thing is freaking fat. Yeah. Hi, Kisi. Hi, it's Rock. How are you today? Today we're building a pretty strange keyboard. It's so weird that they don't make it anymore. This is, I believe, the first and last White Fox keyboard. It's crazy seeing how brands just tap on this keyboard little hobby and then just gave up and go. If I can't get something overnight and return it to Whole Foods, I won't bother. That's some crazy sentence to say. You have been spoiled. I cannot imagine you living in a place that does not have Amazon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you live in New Zealand, you would probably suffer. Because there's nothing that you can get overnight. And you can't return stuff in Whole Foods. I think because we're so far away and small, nobody cares about our country. They aren't even bothered to put a franchise here. Page down. Or 2 up. I could live in Hong Kong. You can get everything on the cheapest. Exactly. Asian. Yeah, I could probably live in Hong Kong as well because they speak English. Or Singapore. But Singapore, when is your next live? I'm gonna be live every single day for this month on 8 p.m. Eastern time. So like pretty much the same time now. Like 35 minutes earlier than this, than right now. Which do you prefer in typing field? Plastic/aluminum case keyboards? Honestly, aluminum, because I don't think there's a difference in typing feeling. and the case material. But I would prefer aluminum all day long. Because of the sound and the feel that you touch on the keyboard, it just feels a lot more premium. You guys are so far away, it might as well be another planet. I know. We're pretty much a separate Earth. But it's pretty... The good thing is that if there were to be a war, we're probably not going to be impacted. Because we're so damn far away. Unless we're fighting against someone. Cap lock. I don't think this keyboard has RGB. Oh wait, never mind. It does have RGB. But it looks pretty weak. Aluminum boards are just as cheap as plastic boards nowadays. Yeah, but then if you go to like the high-end one, I don't know how they can make a difference compared to like normal aluminum boards. I think the biggest one is the overall feel of the keyboard, the overall finish. Like higher brands tend to be smooth. Like Rhodes? What do you mean like Rhodes? Okay, KTT tofu, KTT cabbage tofu V2, whatever it is. Okay, so it's not bad. It's not bad. But I don't know what to say. I don't know if I like it or not. Maybe because the switch isn't pre-lubed. I mean, isn't lubed yet. Then it sounds like this. But the spacebar sounds great. That sounds like an office keyboard. Yeah, it sounds very meh. It sounds very average. I don't know, man. And some keys, like this one, can you guys hear like the tick? Can you guys hear the tick from that switch? I like my board to make a racket. This J key is not very it. I would say this is creamy, but on a clacky side of things. I meant quiet. I think this is pretty medium volume. But I don't know if I like it or not. Okay, this is the Milky Yellows. Tofu. Which one do you guys prefer? That sounds clacky in the room. No, it's not very clacky. It sure does have the high pitch, but it's not like clacky. It's not like this. So I don't know what the hell is going on here. I have no... Why does everything smell weird with this keyboard? I think I like the full white aesthetic more than the accent key. You like the KTTs more? Yeah, I think I like the KTTs more. I think if I loop it up, it will be better. Personally, I think I've never seen an aluminum keyboard sounds as deep as the plastic ones, still finding that super deep sound. I do have a pretty deep keyboard if you want to hear. And then I'll tell you the specs. It's an aluminum keyboard. I think this is my deepest keyboard that I own. The Mongeeks 1V3 with the Echo Rosewood. And this, I think XDA or DSA keycap profile. Oh my god, hello. Hello, hun. Hun, go to your friend's house. Stop being here. This is what it sounds like. It is pretty deep, and it's not mute. I only go for clack and marbly, and my one plastic keyboard is marbly. I don't really understand. I really don't understand how they decide what sound profile is. Like, what does marbly mean? I don't understand what marbly is. Let's see if the accent keys would looks better. The blues. I think these blues are a bit too deep for my liking. But oh well. They have a lot of stuff over here. Wow! A crazy thing to do. And I don't know how anyone done this before. But this is a delete key. And there's a backspace key. Now I don't know if anyone would want this, but that's a great little touch. Mobby like marbles in a glass bowl. So what is that? And there's also another key for the enter, which is the return. There's this space thing, which I will add. Looks nice. Globe. This globe. I'm probably gonna take this keycap set and put it on another keyboard. But the shift, the long ass shift might be a problem. Maybe the marbly meant a little pop at the bottom out. My F75 did that. Cause sometimes when I watch his videos, especially on like budget keyboards, they keep saying marbly, creamy, and I don't even know what exactly it is. Marbles, little glass balls rolling around a glass ball. Oh, like that. I'm imagining it right now, which is quite hard to do. Okay guys, I think I'm done with the build for today. Pretty simple, nothing changes except the sound, which is a bit questionable to sound. All like pull bars. Creamy, I have no idea. Cause creamy is such a wide range, because creamy apparently is whatever is in between thok and clack. So if it's like a little bit thok, like 90% thok and 10% clack, it would still be considered creamy. So I have no idea. Honestly, people are just making things up. Which is fine. Because that's what we do all day, every day anyway. I'd call it poppy. You call this poppy? I would kind of agree. Okay, let me put this back. People uses creamy to mean anything they want at this time. I kind of agree. Honestly, I can call any keyboard creamy. Hello, I'm a banana cameraman. That's a very interesting name and a cool job description of yours. Work Wonders, the keyboard that turns what ifs into well dones. Okay, not sure if they've done that, but sure. This would be a really nice keyboard 3 years ago, which I think this is when it came out. But now, it's pretty average. I wouldn't consider buying that keyboard if I were to have... I think it's on sale for $100. Still, I wouldn't buy it. But it does have some pretty cool features. Okay, so now that we're a bit early with the build, we still have like 15 minutes. What shall we do? Where do you get that blue keyboard from? This? My favorite keyboard. The Balance 103 Desktop Chair Balance 103 keyboard. Here's a little sound test for it. Three years ago, I wouldn't have 30 keyboards, that's for sure. Yeah, because of the price. God damn, a budget keyboard, a budget build would be around $100 or over. Which is a crazy thing to say, I'm not gonna lie. Let's look at some expensive keyboard that I cannot afford. And we can do that by looking at Alex's YouTube channel. Because I just watched one of his most recent video that he made from a live stream that he turned into a video. The Norky.
There is a lot that goes into.
Oh my god, he speaks. Okay. This keyboard, a crazy looking thing. We're gonna have to search that up because what Nortec. What the hell is going on? I don't think I've spelled that right. Oh, okay, I've did. Because this is a crazy looking thing. Look at this! And look at this! A fully isolated space bar. I'm pretty sure this is like $500 based on what I've watched on his videos. Which is a crazy price. Very much crazy. This is the clear version. I don't know why brand keep doing this kind of letters at the back of their board, but I don't like that design at all. I got the Gamakey TK75 Pro aluminum super cheap in Thailand for 26 USD. That's a crazy ass deal right there. I like his videos, but I'm really impressed with the boards. A lot of them are super basic and $585 for the bare bone kits. I know, they're very expensive. I don't think, because we haven't really tried it out, we wouldn't know the actual quality and how it would sound like. I feel like if it were to be that price, it should have something to deserve that price, I feel. But still, would you guys buy a keyboard that has an isolated spacebar like this? I think it looks pretty cool. And I'm pretty sure it's from there's only one brand that does this, which is Nelson, I guess? Crazy board. Where did most of my tabs go? What the hell? What the helly? What the hell? Okay, let's go to his video.
There-
Please don't talk. Okay, thank you. This, the X Notes, something that looks very nice. I was looking at it before streaming today from Thomas LT Studio. Great looking board. This is Alex's build, by the way. And I'm pretty sure they have another keyboard coming soon. Where is it? I swear I saw it. It's called the Rich 75. Okay, so it just disappeared. That's great. No longer available on here anymore. I legit just take it this morning. A crazy looking side profile right here. Pretty red, I must say. I don't like keyboards that are this red, but pretty red. I totally agree. At least all the boards he tried sound the same, lore. They all have like this clean clack sound, which I'm chasing, but yet haven't achieved yet. But I do agree that all his boards do sound the same. Maybe it's because of the mic, because he tried the Unzi AF65 before, and on his video it's very clacky. But then in real life, when I received it, it's not as clacky. The white colorway, is that purple? Ooh, I wish they didn't have this purple here. I wish it would be like black or something, so that it would be like more basic and easier to build. I'm going to stick with my $150, maybe $300 boards, unless something wows me, and that hasn't happened yet. That is not that red. I'll show you red. What do you mean that's not that red? This is very red. This is extremely red. I think this is as red as it can go. I do like the gold sound profile right here. Very lovely little keyboard. Nice little thing. The Tofu 3.0, which I did take a look at, not in real life, but like on the website, because I don't have money to buy it. Oh, we need to look about the Nama. We need to look clearly into the Nama, because how can a keyboard cost $1,000? You're just trolling at this point. This is in New Zealand dollars? No, I don't think it is. I think this is in American dollars. $1,000 in New Zealand dollars. Oh my god, that's a whole phone right there. That's the iPhone 15 Pro. That's some crazy as hell. And it's very chunky. It's a very chunky board. I wonder if you like hit someone with this keyboard, what damage would that bring to that person? I want to look into that knob, because it's like a whole clock in there. This is a not very well website over here. I don't like the looks of this. Okay, I'm gonna pick the color that I would personally purchase, which is probably gonna be the white one, the Nova Frost. I want to look into the freaking knob. Let me see the knob. Let me see. Sold out? People actually purchased this? Holy flipping cow. What the hell? That's like a Patek Philippine watch for $800. There's no reason it costs that much. I think the reason is because of this. It's because of this mechanical watch that does nothing. Ooh, nice little line over here though. Okay, so I'm gonna have to probably look into the photo part, because I can't really zoom in. Is there ways for me to look at this? That's some crazy ass thing over there. $1,300. Damn. Damn. And they sent this out to probably like, so far I've seen 4 people, so that's already $4,000 out of the drain for them. That's some crazy ass thing to do. Yeah, I would never pay that much for a keyboard. I don't care if I'm like a billionaire. Okay, if I'm a billionaire, I'll probably buy it. But I don't even like the looks of it anyway. The Smoke 65 is also has a great thing over here. I like his thumbnail. I don't know how the hell did he have this block over here. Ooh. Love this. I want to have a tour at his house. This might sound a little bit creepy, but his house must be so aesthetic. Because I'm pretty sure this was taken around his house. And look at how much aesthetic it is. The people on Alex's channel bought them. The same people who get mad if you say you don't like screw and JST cables. What do you mean? I'm not like I just watches his video for funsy, not really dig into his personal, like not a huge fan in that, but I don't understand what you're saying right there. A Gundam keyboard. This looks weird. And it has, okay, I'm not gonna watch it. I just want the name because I'm not gonna be able to remember that. Crazy looking keyboard. Oh my Jesus. Oh, this is in New Zealand dollars. $1,000. Y'all are crazy. Y'all are crazy for this thing, and it's 10% off. Where's USD? So, a little fun fact, I actually don't know the alphabet, so I don't know what I'm doing here. I'm gonna have to slowly move down till I see a U. Okay, we're seeing it. Okay, so 743 and 71 cents for a Gundam looking like keyboard. This keycap is very glossy. Is this a Cherokee keycap? Not gonna lie, not the biggest fan. They don't like ball catch, pogo pings. They're old school. Yeah, people like that, and I don't really mind old school keyboards. So my screen is not in the middle, and I'm a little bit mad about that. Okay, there we go. Guys, what do we think about this? Whatever this is going on over here. Crazy looking keyboard. Crazily detailed. I wonder why it cost $700. But still would never buy. Never in my life. And it can come off. The stand can come off. As some way. A box, maybe? I don't like this keycap. I don't like the font. This is heavily inspired by Gundam. I can definitely see the inspired thing. Is this can this keyboard stand on its own? Oh my god, it can! Holy cow, what the hell? Oh my god, it can be a kick... Or is that a kickstand? I think that's a keyboard stand. Actually, I take that back. This keyboard cannot stand on its own. What keycap is that? It's probably a KBD fan keycap set. No, I know what that is. That's a wolf sign, which show that this is an i5 keycap set. Very glossy over here. That thing is trash? Yeah, I agree. Okay, guys, thank you so much for joining the stream today. I very much appreciate all the support by just joining the stream. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next live stream. See ya! Let me type. Oh my god, thank you, Paul, for the $3. Thank you so much. I didn't even see that because I was focusing on this. Thank you so much. Thank you. That's a great way to end the stream. Thank you. Have a great day, everyone. Bye-bye. See you tomorrow.